Hello and welcome to Tech Tips. If you haven't watched part 1, we recommend watching that now by clicking the link in the video. You will need to watch part 1 in order to set up a Digibyte account before proceeding with this video. Okay, so this is the miner I use. It's a CC miner and the current version is 2.2.4. So what we want to do is just make sure that we actually download the right one. So under assets there, if you download the 64 or the 32-bit depending on your operating system. So I'm just going to download the 64-bit version there. Once you've downloaded that, extract the folder and then go into it. So the next thing we're going to do is set up our actual bat file to run the CC miner program. To do that, right click in the folder and create a new text document. Call that something obvious, so in this instance I'm going to call that mining. Now if you go into that file, what you have to do is copy the text from the description that I will actually add. But what I've already done is actually made this bat file and I've called that a Digibyte already. So I'll just open that up and I'll just show you what that one looks like. So looking at our text document here, we have ccminer-x64. That refers to our exe file that it's actually going to be running. Then obviously this is our algorithm, same as the CPU one, and then this is our stratum. So this is actually going to be the pool that we're going to be mining to. And then U is username and P is password. Now I in this instance is actually intensity, and that can be anywhere from 8 to 25. Now for this instance I've actually set it at 30 just for sort of testing. But realistically, when you're running it properly, you probably ought to be sitting 23, 24, 25, something like that. Now once all this is compiled, what we need to do is go to File, Save As, and we need to save this as a bat file. So if we do Save As Type All Files, and then add .bat to the end of the file, and then save that in the same location as your miner is. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is set up our worker. The worker username and password has to match the one we just made in the bat file. So in mine I put GPU1 as the worker name and then server uppercase as the password. So write those in there and then click add new worker. As you can see, mine's already set up here. And then what I would normally do is put monitor on as well, so then when it does start running you can actually see the hash rate that you are generating. Now return to your mining folder that we just made and run the bat file. This will actually open the program and you see now it's actually mining. If you look here you actually see the stats for your graphics cards, and you can see they've got an MHS there, although don't worry if it looks really low, it will start really low but it will increase once it actually starts properly mining. So now what I'll do is I'll skip forward to a few minutes just so we can actually see the miner when it's been running for a while. So this is the screen you'll actually see once the miner has been running for a little while. As you can see that every time it says yes in green, that's actually an accepted share that you have given to the pool. Also here you can see a few other bits of information like the clock speed of your graphics card, how many watts it's using, the temperature, and also the fan percentage. This is essentially the screen that will just be running now the whole time the miner is actually running. Okay, so now our miner is actually running. If we actually go back to our pool, we can have a look at the worker we've just set up and see the sort of hash rates we're getting. So if you go to My Workers under My Account, you will now see that the worker we just set up has a hash rate there. So currently mine says 76,000 kilohashes, although the result there and what you see on the actual program might differ ever so slightly. So if you then scroll up and go to Dashboard, now we'll actually have a look at what our miner is actually doing for us. So if we scroll down, we actually see that we now have a hash rate there. And the currently that's showing is 298. Then in the middle we have my share rate, which is currently 0.07 shares a second. Then if we scroll down we can see the other information for the rest of the pool. Underneath that is a bit more information. So the share information, this is what's probably the most meaningful. The valid, that is how many shares you have contributed that are valid shares. Invalid are when you contributed a share that is either outdated or didn't go through properly. Now, On the right hand side there you can see the estimated average time per block. This will change quite a lot, but this will give you an idea of how long each block will take. Now when a block is complete, the account information will then show you an amount that you've received. So unconfirmed, you'll say have 1 coin, 2 coins, what have you. Then once that's been unconfirmed for a while, it'll then go to confirmed, and that money will then be in your account. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more tech tips.